What's up, everybody? I'm back with the Waters Above Prelude, and I gave the Steam Sword a read, and yeah, these are just kind of four short stories, kind of, I guess, yeah, preluding a visual novel that's going to come out called The Waters Above. And I guess from what I saw in last episodes, like, these two are dating, and this is like some kind of star that got made into a person somehow. It's kind of mystery, and I think she's going to be some kind of like researcher about that. I don't know. I kind of gave the Steam Sword page a quick skim, but anyways, I'll go ahead and play the last two stories in this episode, and maybe when the true game is finally out, I'll play that one, and you'll see on my channel. But anyways, let's go on to this third story, Lianan. As I open my eyes, naked in the sand, I wonder what it must be like to feel the sun on your bare skin. What would it be like to live in a world with air? With the sky that is this the plot to Little Mermaid? With the sky that is above and not beneath your feet. I wanna go where the stars are. There are distant points of light. Alright, I don't know why I was trying to go in the song. Not cherished friends. How strange would it be to wake with the the hot sun shining directly on your face, to see the shadows cast at every turn. The moaning water is bright and warm, but the light comes from every direction, not just the sky, but emanating from the magic that infuses every inch of the water that surrounds us. I turn to Cleo, lying beside me, sleeping so soundly. She would be perfect for that spotlight. Myself, I was born to be a stellar stagehand. I am. I'd melt away in the heat. I lift Cleo's arm off my chest and kiss her. Kiss her hand gently before laying on the ground. She does not wake. She doesn't even stir. She's so beautiful. The sun... Am I playing as Mara? Maybe? The sun couldn't hope to compete. Even laying there silently, it looks like her smile could flash across her face at any moment. I love that smile. So quirky and easy. I love the way she laughs. Why would I ever need the sun when I have her? I sit up and run my hand along her back. Fine grains of sand roll smoothly between my skin and hers. I feel like I could sit here admiring her like this for hours. I really could too. I have no pressing responsibilities today. I'm sure Cleo would enjoy the adulation as well. But I wouldn't want to indulge either of us that much, and honestly, I'm not sure which of us needs it less. I stand up and try to brush the sand from my back and legs. We should have brought a towel. I don't know why I let Cleo talk me into these things. It clings to my skin, and it's probably all in my hair too. I'll be shaking it out for weeks. But I can't say last night wasn't fun. I feel my face starting to flush just thinking about, ooh, something happened last night. I shake off those unladylike thoughts, and just like I shake off my sand off my clothes, I pick them up. And as I pull mine on, I do the same with Cleo's, leave them folded on a nearby rock. As I'm doing that, I hear snickering from behind me. I turn around and there she is, with that unflagging smile, her arms outstretched and sand sparkling on her breasts. And she's laughing at me. Come back. After I just spent all that time removing as much as sand as I could, I think not. She pouts, but it's just an affection. Her lips purse in such an exaggerated manner. I can tell she doesn't really expect me to take it seriously. Besides, she's had to have known that there was no way I was getting back down there. I throw her skirt onto her face. Get dressed. Cleo puts on her skirt down over her head, then wriggles her arms through the holes. Whoop! You're sure in a hurry. You must have done something really exciting planned today. You're the one that's supposed to be making plans today. My schedule's completely open. Well, what I had planned to do was stay in bed longer than this. I walk over to her, and crouching down, I do my best to fix the mess that is her hair. There's not much I can do though. I don't think Cleo's ever brushed in her life, and every time I bring it up, she shrugs. While I'm preoccupied with that, she pulls my hand away by the wrist and presses her lips against mine, so forcefully I almost lose my balance. However, she just wraps her arm around me, my waist, and pulling me closer, stabilizing me. Just like that always, she's there to prop me up. I pull back from the kiss, and standing, I grab her hands and pull her up. Come on, get up. She groans as I lift her to her feet. Aren't we supposed to be relaxing? The whole point of taking time off is so you can sleep in with me. Kayla yawns and blinks, still shaking off the effects of sleep. Still, holding her by the hand, I lead her over to the rest of her clothes. Staying in bed like this all day isn't relaxing to me, you know that. I look back to where we were lying just a few moments ago. Not that you could call that pile of sand a bed. You sure though? I don't think I've ever seen you just sit and do nothing all the time. I've known you. When's the last time you just let yourself just be lazy? I turn out my hands at open palm. I don't like doing nothing. Far from being relaxing, it makes me anxious. We only have so much time, and there's so many things I could be doing. Besides, just sitting around leaves me all alone with my thoughts, and less time spent like that, the better. She lifts her head and kisses me on the cheek. Well, this is supposed to be a maritime, so if you're sure you don't want to join me in a nice long wallow, then she puts her lips against mine again. Then I realize, to me, kissing her is the most relaxing thing in the world. Aw. For a long time we don't talk. The peaceful waters are only occasionally disturbed by passing schools of fish, or the herring crab crawling amongst the rocks. Hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, we're winding our way down through the silent sands outside of town. Taking our time, nowhere to be, enjoying each other, one another's presence. The celestial authority is always balks when we take days like this. The heads of maintenance heading off into the wilderness for a full day with the keeper who cares for Lennon, one of the brightest stars in the sky. We don't get this opportunity often, so I tend to relish it. It's only a mile or two back to town, but we take our time wandering around whatever direction catches our fancy. I feel Cleo squeeze my hand in several short bursts. I look up and see her pointing off to the distance, towards the outcropping of pink coral. Look at that! That's just like the color of your hair. It's so cool! I smile. Even from a distance, I can tell it's not. It's a much brighter color than my hair. Almost neon, even. We should take a closer look. And I move forward, pulling her along with me. At least at first, Cleo quickly gets overexcited and runs ahead until she's dragging me. In a rush, she let go of my hand and dashes forward. I feel a little stupid pang of loneliness in my heart as her fingers brush past mine. She stops when she gets out to the outcropping and turns around, smiling at me expectantly. See? What did I say? They're exactly the same. You could be related. Sweetie, I love you, but they're nothing alike. Could you imagine me with such a garish color? I'd never be able to leave the house. Her smile just widens, totally disregarding my correction. You'd leave the house for me. You already do. Her voice is coy and teasing. She's right, but she also wants me to play along. So I puff my cheeks and I fold my arms across my chest and I spin around on my heel. Huh. I found it myself to leave the house just fine before I met you. She's immediately behind me, on my shoulders, attempting to mollify my feigned annoyance. Are you sure about that? She says as she peeks out from behind my shoulder. I jerk my head away and I chin up in aristocratic defiance. But that's when I see it. On the ground, a starfish, with each of its arms and a claw of a crab, pulling each in a different direction. It's a sight sends shivers through me. Lennon. All the pretense of annoyance drains from me. Cleo must recognize something's wrong because she grips tight into my arms. Hey, is everything okay? I point down on the starfish, and immediately as I do it is torn asunder. The crab scurries away, along the sand, each carrying at one piece of it. Oh god, that starfish got like ripped in half. I was never good at omens, but by the way this has seized my heart, it has to be one. I want it to be wrong. I've always been wrong before. I'm just a stupid girl who's wrong again and back at divination, getting worried over nothing. Still, I have to know. I can't be without them. It was just a starfish. I turn around and Cleo squeezes tighter onto my hand as I do. Undaunted, I hike up my skirt and run, my fingers slipping through her grasp. Unlike before, I don't feel the pang of loneliness as our hands part. I'll get back and Lennon will be there, safe and asleep in the chamber. My beautiful star, ready to light up the sky tomorrow night. Cleo calls out to me, but I don't look back. I'm just a stupid girl who lets her anxiety get the better of her yet again. Please, let that be true. It feels like I make it into town in an instant. My thoughts are tilting and twirling in my head. Any moment I think I'll have to hold on to one, it seems to slip right behind me. All I can do is keep running. I move through the streets, forcing people to jump out of the way. I don't even bother to try to avoid them. I don't even care what kind of scandalized looks they might be giving me. All I care about is that Lennon is safe. So I keep on. And as I do, I see someone I know. Recognition flashes across their face. They yell my name. They reach out to grab me. I jump to the left, nearly losing my balance in my heels. I right myself on the passerby, and then I weave my way into the crowd. I know what they want to say, but I don't want to hear it. If I don't hear it, it's not true. Let me delude myself just for a little bit longer. I just want to run back to the city, back into Cleo's arms. I want to pretend like none of this is happening, but I don't do that. I can't do that. Leanne deserves so much more than that. After all they weathered, after everything they helped me through, I have to at least pretend to be strong. I want to see them. I need to see them. They always say moments like this feels endless, that everything moves in slow motion. I wish that were true. I wish these streets stretched out endlessly towards the horizon. I wish I could spend just one more moment longer before crossing this watershed that I never thought I'd cross. But the truth is, I'm there before you know it. I bolt up the stairs, past the guards checking badges. I even shoved one of them out of the way. The entrance to the hall is mostly empty. Most of the stars have already in their places in the sky. Keepers beside them humming cryptic lullabies. Just like how I'm supposed to be doing right now. I dash through the hallway, making sharp turn after turn, slamming into walls. I don't care at all. As I'm running, I stumble forward and as my heel slips out of my shoe. I catch myself on the wall, but I don't stop. I just kick off my shoes and keep running. My feet slapping against the cold marble floors. And then I finally reach it. Leon's room. The light is on. The door is open. From inside I hear low voices. I'm panting. I can't breathe. I can't swallow. My whole body quivers and I can't tell if this is from fear or exhaustion. I take a tentative step forward. My stomach lurches. I close my eyes and try to breathe. I try to calm myself. My heart is pounding. Boom, 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 boom. As I feel in my throat. Whoa. I open my eyes again and the assistant archivist is standing right in front of me. Glaring. With that unreadable expression on her face. She's exactly what I want to see right now. There's no... What kind of bush should I give her, actually? Is she an anglerfish? Huh. There's no need for you to run. Her voice is as cold as that feels right now. Her glances down my... She glances down to my bare feet, and then without another remark, she steps back into Leanne's room. I follow her in, and the moment I do, my fears are confirmed. I can't feel Leanne at all. I can't hear their voice in my head. The warmth and love perpetually radiating from them is gone. They're gone. My legs give out, my knees crack against the ground. There are only two other nymphs in this room, both of them wearing white gowns and masks. They're standing over the bed in the center of the room where Leanne is still laying. Poking, prodding. They have done some instruments in their hands, getting some kind of readings, but I don't know what they're for. I don't know who they're for. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be doing. And Iris is next to him, just writing away on their parchment, completely detached from the situation. Not one of them has so much as glanced at me. Holding on to the doorframe, I raise shakily to my feet. I make a few unsteady steps across the room, closer to the bed, closer to them. All the glow is gone from their body. Their shimmering flesh is dull and dark and lifeless, as empty as the sky without them. Leon. Leon, what's happened to you? My face is hot. My eyelids are quaking, and the tears are running down my face and dripping off my chin. I reach out my hand. I want to touch them. I'm not sure if it's to confirm that this is really happening or if it's a parting tenderness. It doesn't matter anyway, because I don't get to. I just grasp my wrist, squeeze it so hard that her nails dig into my skin, but she doesn't look up at me. I yank my hand free. How did this happen? Tell me how this happened. I finally get her attention. We lock eyes. You're half the Starkeeper everyone imagines you to be. You wouldn't have to ask that. How? The words catch my teeth. I'm stunned. Even the other two nymphs in the room realize how cruel that is. One looks up and glares at her. Iris goes back to her writing like nothing's happened. Then the nymph in white turns to me.
We're not sure how it happened. Their vitals alarm just went off this morning. By the time someone got here, they were already gone.
Gone. Leon's gone. I want to hear that. I always thought I would be bonded to them for life. They were old, but they had hundreds of years left. They were supposed to outlive me, like a dozen Starkeepers before. But now, I'm here. I'm alone. They left me all alone. What am I supposed to do now? She keeps talking, but nothing else she says really matters. Every word washes over me like another wave of grief. Her voice is remote, fading. I'm not sure if she's even talking anymore. For the stars. The line of the world wobble and burst. The colors seep and blend in the inky blackness at the same time. I built my life around Leon. Being a Starkeeper, it was what defined me. They needed me like no one ever needed me. No one else ever would. I was everything to them, and they were my light. And then a hand on my shoulder, trying to pull me back. When the hand comes to a voice, the words are perfunctory, like an item being checked off a list. I'm sorry for your loss. Aww. Wow, the third story went out like a lot longer than the first two. I think I'll probably call it episode actually with that story. And we'll see you guys next time on the next one. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you guys there. Bye bye.